What's good, everybody? This your boy Blackout Jones. We're just shooting the sports. Hey, got some great news that I heard this morning coming out of D.C. The Washington Commanders and D.C. officials have come to an agreement to build a new $4 billion stadium at the old RFK site. You gotta love it. And the reason why you gotta love it, because home is where the winning is. Let's go. As I just stated, home is where the winning is. The reason why I say that is because from 1961 to 1996, the Washington Commanders, or at the time, the Washington Redskins, compiled a 173, 102, and 3 record. On top of that, in the playoffs alone, they were 11-1. Now, compared to FedEx Field, Northwest Stadium, whatever you want to call it now, from 1997 to 2024, their regular season record was 106, 119, and 1. Playoffs, 1-3. Not only were you under 500 in the regular season and in the playoffs, it looks like you didn't go to the playoffs much at all. And that's what we had to endure once we got to FedEx Field. That's what we had to endure once Dan Snyder took over the team from Jack Kent Cooke. From 61 to 96, we were winning championships, NFC championships, Super Bowl rings, 3 of them to be exact, in 82, 87, and 91. So as a Redskins football team Commanders fan, I am thrilled. I'm excited. I can't wait because I'm definitely going to that stadium. Now, FedEx Field at the time was an upgrade from RFK Stadium. It was, but it wasn't home. It never really truly was home. You know, I've always said that sometimes success comes from having your own, comes from having your home. You know, not somewhere where you go move and you borrow and you dwell at for a minute. That's not really your home, and it has been proven as far as our organization is concerned. I must say that finally, everyone has come to an agreement. I truly believe it's because of new ownership, the new direction under our new owner, which you have to be excited. I mean, everything is moving in the right direction. Understand, we endured a lot of losing seasons, a lot of mismanaging, too much money spent on players that didn't deserve it. At one point, Washington was just a stopping point to get the bag and take off. Not really put much of the effort on the field. Just came here to get paid. Hey, who wouldn't? You show out at one place, they'll come pick you up. They'll pay you a lot of money. A la Albert Hainsworth, a la Josh Norman, and a host of others. But now we have the right organization, the right leadership, the right GM, the right head coach, the right coaching staff. Everything's working like a fine, well-oiled machine. And I love it. As a Commanders fan, this is a great step in the right direction. You got to come home. Sometimes you just got to come home. You know, it's like when you're young and you're a kid and, you know, you go to college and you try to do your own thing. Sometimes you gotta come home and get redirected, refocus, re-energize, and then get back out there. And this is what's happening with the Commanders. Yeah, we left in 96. By the way, the last game, we whooped out the Dallas Cowboys 37-7. You got to love it. But sometimes you just got to come home. You can't be going over there to Landover, Maryland. What you going to Landover for? I understand it's a land over. I get it. But it's time to come home to D.C. It's time to come home to RFK. The new RFK. Don't change it. When we come back home, you call it the RFK Stadium. Nothing else. No Northwest, no FedEx Field, no Mississippi Mudcats, no Hammond Agers, no. None of those names. Stick to what's true. Stick to winning, the winning name. RFK Stadium. That's what it needs to be. Now, there have been some memorable moments in RFK Stadium. 1972 NFC Championship game. We defeated who? The Dallas Cowboys. 1983 NFC Championship game. Of course, we won. Last game of RFK. I already told you. Beat the Cowboys. It was bittersweet. The 1975 overtime game with Roger Staubach. The interception and a penalty for slugging, followed by a winning field goal by Billy Kilmer. And then Art Monk's record night. He broke the NFL record for career receptions in the fourth quarter of a game against the Denver Broncos. And then the not so memorable moment. As a kid, I was disgusted, or it was disgusting, when Joe Theismann on Monday Night Football live from coast to coast broke his leg by way of Lawrence Taylor and Harry Carson. Snapped in two. Never seen nothing like that before. Ever. I was 8 years old, and an 8-year-old shouldn't see that. That shouldn't be for an 8-year-old's eyes. But it was for mine. And then Jay Schrader came in there and still performed well, and we won the game. But that ended Joe Theismann's career. Literally. My man never played a down again. So, we've had spectacular moments at RFK. We've had a gruesome moment at RFK. But one thing's for sure, and two things for certain. We were winning championships. Plain and simple. Yeah, you got your little NFC, championships at FedEx Field. One of them, 79. Everybody else in the NFC East was trash. Another one, we had to win 6 games in a row. In the process, RG3 gets hurt against the Ravens. Comes back. Gets hurt in the first round of the playoffs against the Seattle Seahawks. That pretty much could have ended his career. But it sure as hell definitely ended the season, not only for him, but for us. But anytime before that, anytime between that, and anytime after that, we're pure trash. Mollywop. Garbage. A disaster. Downright embarrassing. All because of a slum owner that we were under. But now slum owner's gone. Now we're back to our winning ways. We're back to making smart decisions. Not only in the offseason, but in the draft. So, with all that being said, you know what I like for y'all to do? As I always say, thank you to my subscribers. Thank you to my new subscribers. Thank you for the ones that are tuning in. Even though you may not have subscribed, I'm okay with that. And for the folks that have commented on my page and on my videos, I thank you. So this your boy from Blackout Jones. And then I said, this your boy from Blackout Jones. That's crazy work. This your boy Blackout Jones. And please share, follow, like, subscribe, and comment. Because this is just shooting the sports. Salute.